Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, and here we're back with Your Turn to Die. I got some water here. Yeah. That's probably annoying, I want to do it again. Got some water to parch my throat. Because I'm a loudmouth and I talk too much. And I'll probably forget that water is even there by the end of this. But it's there when I need it, so I don't get rid of my coughs. So now we have to I'm still reeling from Q-taro just blatantly lied to us. But how do we go about to bring the conversation up again, if it's gonna be brought up again at all? There were 4 tradesmen in total. They ain't that many. There were really 4 trades? Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Glad we gotta give him more time to sort it out. By the way, I've been in common the whole time, Woof. Didn't get traded with even once, meow. I believe you. My heart was pounding, wondering when I get past a bad card, meow. But my role didn't change until the very end, Woof. I made it through all 5 trades, meow. 5-4, okay. That's the obvious verses, but what do you have to say? Trading cards requires 50 tokens. Yeah, that was right, isn't it? So, can we eliminate people who couldn't make trades with, that many tokens? But because, my wallet, can we really, discount people then with that? Because our wallet was stolen. The token ranking, as I recall, put Q-taro Hamburger in first and Shinabushi in last. Pride on saying everyone's whole names, and you say one person's name completely wrong. I love it. Neo Ogakoro was also low ranking. The 4 candidates, I suppose Neo was the only one who lacked the tokens to make a trade? Possibly. But I think we know what to do. All 5 trades. And 4 trades. Monster Gorilla, that's wrong, meow! No, that's wrong! Okay. What? There were 5 trades, Woof! 5? Wait, by my memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard there was one just before the main game. When you were knocked out, yeah. Ah, I get it. You misunderstood, Q-taro. There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That all makes no sense! That's our line, meow. Sorry, but nobody's giving me an explanation. Ah, well, it's on us. You're still doing it. Q-taro Hamburger, when was it you passed Sarah Chidon the sacrifice card? In fact, did you have the sacrifice to start? Nah, that ain't it. The first card I had was Commoner. Ah, I get it. That tells me most of the trades. Wait, really? Well, I don't have a clue, Woof. Why is that, meow? Because your friendly policeman made the first trade, and we can verify that. What'd you say? Who'd you trade with, and what? I gave Sarah the Keymaster. Huh? Then what card did Sarah start with? I had no reason to lie, but... just say it. At first, I was a commoner. You traded Keymaster for commoner, meow? And I didn't even trust doing it. I guess. Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sarah's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? That would mean, if Q-taro had a commoner first, that would mean he could trade a sacrifice to his? Exactly. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Q-taro's commoner. In the third trade, Sarah's Keymaster and Q-taro's sacrifice were swapped. But no, that has to be a lie. Yep, that's what it means. Monster Grilly, tell us everything you remember, meow. You have an obligation to properly explain to us the third trade. Oh, we're bringing this up now. Okay, get caught in your lie. At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, meow. So I went into the situation, Woof. And I already know for a fact that you're completely fine. I shall tell you, the third trade occurred when everyone was sharing the laptop. And Q-taro was there too. And you're being silent about it, so yeah. These trades, I better keep them straight on my head too. What? You can now sort out the details of the trades. Really? Whoa. Okay, let's get this all straight. The top row of this table is what cards everyone had to start with. What people are like telling us. The top row of this table is what cards everyone had to start with. Those further to the right had more tokens to spend, in broad strokes at least. The next row is with the cards everyone had after the first trade. Below that is after the second trade, after the third trade, and so on and so forth. The bottom row is of the fifth trade, in other words, the rules they ended up with. Of course, this is all guesswork. I'll rework it if new information comes up. Ponder. The commoner that Q-Taro started with apparently got changed to the sacrifice. Time I was with Kaiji in the first floor kitchen. Listen to Miley and someone else talk. Third trade before Q-Taro sacrifices Sarah. I can't believe Q-Taro made the sacrifice. I can't believe. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. It's a bit of an inside joke though. Time-wise, it happened when we were sharing the laptop. Yeah, that's the part I want to like think about. So I guess we just meh. We don't do that. We just have this sort of things out in our head. That's fine. So what do you have to say for yourself? Why aren't you talking? Because he's caught. At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, meow. I was doing all this stuff by myself, woof. I went into the laptop, meow. What stuff did you do exactly? It's not relevant right now, woof. Well, I guess not. We'll ask about it, like, maybe later. I shall tell you, the third trade occurred when everyone was sharing the laptop. From that photo on the laptop still makes my heart quake. What's important now is the third card trade. In the end, it was a mutual betrayal. Q-Taro Hamburger? My god. Despite being right there, he traded a sacrifice to you! Such a cold-blooded man. Don't speak of bonds to me! Something strange here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Despite Q-Taro Hamburger being with us, he traded with you, he sacrificed your Keymaster. Bold-faced. Why wouldn't you deny it, Q-Taro? What? I mean, you had a ring box to trade. If he was on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Okay, we're gonna caught you in your lie. What are you hiding, exactly? Why would you even lie about this? You just want to be left out of the trade? Jesus, that's fast. I don't think I could catch up with that so quickly. Be silent as you want. It's no use. Spit it all out, Q-Taro. I meant to cooperate with Sarah, with everyone! But I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic. A pathetic adult. The third trade, my sacrifice being sent to Sarah. It wasn't me. It was Sal's doing. Say what? I don't know what you're talking about. Sal knew. He knew I had the sacrifice. What? When everybody was sharing the laptop, Sal wasn't gonna use the toilet. He wanted to use a ringer box to trade my sacrifice in Sarah's Keymaster. Okay, that makes sense. But, I guess it was there. Sal got... Well, that means, like, at the very end, that means, like, Sal, like, traded against us, then. To get the sacrifice back? So, why? Well, I doubt it, but I guess he's lying again. I don't know a thing about that. Wait a sec, he chose two of the people and made them trade? You could do that? He chose two of the people and made them trade? I did not catch that. That's possible? What? It must be possible, huh? So you can say that with confidence. So that wasn't a time you confess. Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Such a good, deeply suspicious individual, Kaiji. Is he being truthful, or...? The discussion stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. How about I hear the truth from your mouth? What about what? The two statements these two gave, I should either affirm correct ones or deny incorrect ones. Kikara couldn't do the third trade. Yeah. I was in the toilet, so I couldn't either. Because he was with us. The question is, how did you know sacrifice? Sheesh, just rolling on ahead without this assumption I knew, huh? Did you learn about Kyutara's sacrifice via hacking? Can I just take a peek to do that? Via hacking. Yeah, the roll card hacking. He could do that, so maybe? Exactly, terrifying guile. I didn't do anything like that. You have proof? Now you mentioned I'm at a loss. That was wrong. Oh, okay. How do you prove something then? Can I just take a peek to do that? A peek to look at the sacrifice? No. No, peeking would be impossible. Oh yeah? I guess I couldn't have done it. Is my suspicion cleared? I was wrong. Okay. A peek. I guess? Precisely, you saw it directly. You saw it directly. The tablet! Kitara's intent was to negotiate with Sao. As condition of his trade, he showed Sao a sacrifice card. It's not just thinking that. Really? Well then, why did Sao stun him then? Such an active imagination, Miss Sarah. How about you use that imagination to consider what their negotiation was like? Kitara started to negotiate outside Sao's bedroom door. Were you watching or what? Kitara started to negotiate outside Sao's bedroom door. Yeah, that's right. We saw that. Because even Sao's already recognized that fact. That's right. How did Sao react to Kitara's proposition? He must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to let Kyutaro in. He must have let him in the room and quickly struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to let Kyutaro in. Those are almost exactly the same thing. So... Well... The blackmail... He saw the roll thing, so... You wouldn't let him into the room, so... I'm not brave enough to let Kyutaro in. Exactly, you're frail self. You surely wouldn't have that courage. Is that meant to be a provocation? It's not working. It's also too cool-headed. I can't believe he's an adult. Even now, he just seems more like a teenager to me. I guess I was wrong, but I think I'm on the right track somewhere. He must have let him in the room quickly for a deal. No, but even the cameras, we watched ourselves even go into the room, right? I'm sure Sao was on guard. He tried taking the laptop from him once before. Sao wouldn't let him in the room with questions asked. Kyutaro taking the laptop from him once before. Huh? They took the laptop once before again? What? Where'd that come from? Then did they make a deal through the door? I'm using it. I just thought of a way. Kyutaro slipped the tablet under the door. Wouldn't he consider I might betray him? So the tablet under the door. That could work. That's it exactly. That's what Kyutaro did to propose his deal. Sao must have been fairly wary of Kyutaro, who could beat best in using force. And, oh yeah, plus... I was thinking more like the blackmail, though, too. I guess because, like, if you just trust him and he's, like, just stronger than you, then yeah. So Kyutaro informed him that he was a sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. I guess that clears that up, then? So, you had yet another objective on top of tokens in the Sarah folder. To control the sacrifice as you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kano were working the escape plan. Then I heard Kyutaro through the door. "Wanna make a deal?" he said. I didn't care to listen, but he set his tab into the door. And there I saw it. Sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info just so I'd share the laptop. Just, what do you know? Sarah? You saw the floor 1 security footage, right? You gonna come out with it? Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? Well, didn't you? The yellow box. It was one absurd trial, I tell ya. They told me to set up props used for the death game. Props? Then it's true? You set up the cards? Yeah, of course I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the stage card I just placed at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens. 100 now? That's enough for 2 trades. Are you insane? But you looked yourself out enough for just 1 trade. How cunning. Pretending to risk your life and not forget to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again? Oh, Toad, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the price away from yourself. Oh boy, actually, yeah. If he did we don't know how many tokens he had, but if the 100 token thing is right, then I guess you would want to have a safe net then, right? That's why I decided to act first instead of sacrificing someone else. To Miss Sarah, always thinking of her allies. Is that the truth of the 3rd trade? I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing. Why does he always do this to me? Cause he actually just doesn't like us. He doesn't trust us. He ran through everything. But you went above and beyond my expectations. The 4th trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sarah? What do you mean by that? I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes? I didn't do any trade. I didn't have tokens. I didn't even have tokens. I couldn't do any trades. No tokens? That's hard to believe. I mean, sure. I mean, I had like 90 tokens in total, so I could have at least 1 trade. Quiet, loner! Quiet, loner. I was with Big Sis Sarah for the 4th trade, woof. Oh, yeah. Alibi. So was I. Sarah didn't do any trade then. Oh, that, and I forgot. 4th trade it was then? Then me and Jin were together in the 5th trade then. So we couldn't. Well, then it must have been Ally who did it for you. Kaiji, you took the sacrifice for Miss Sarah, didn't you? What's the meaning of this? It's really very simple. The 2 of them were accomplices. Ahem? Miss Sarah and Kaiji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game by way of said sacrifice. They schemed to escape by working together and having Kaiji win the vote. Well, who here would have the sage? We haven't discussed that yet, so I don't... Wait. Kaiji and Alice are together, like, clearing away rocks with Kyutaro, so no, we couldn't. And since we have an alibi for the sacrifice card with Jin, and along with the 4th trade with Neo and Jin at the same time, then Kaiji can't have the sacrifice card. Well, he couldn't have made the trade. That proves he couldn't be the Would Kaiji be the sage then now? After all the many trades or something like that? They schemed to escape by working together and having Kaiji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed was Miss Sarah and Kaiji making a bluff. They just picked 2 random counters to have trade. Then you say Kaiji Shinoji has a sacrifice? Oh. That's a wild fabrication. The sacrifice I had was taken away by the 5th trade. Kaiji and Alice were together, so then, but... How do we prove that we hit the sacrifice then? I guess we really can't. So, how? Sao spawning nouns was to lead everyone by the nose. If my reasoning is correct, Kaiji's a sacrifice and a sage is Miss Nao, perhaps? I'm the sage? Yep, so it may well be fun to have Miss Nao die this time. Jesus Christ. Wait a second. You said you were the sacrifice. Yep, that was a lie. I'm a commoner. I figured. No, wait, then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me? Huh, I see. Guess choosing anybody but Kaiji is the same in the end. Let's whip her Kana, since she's the least valuable. Sao? Enough. You were awfully pushing everything out of Kana for some reason, after being so buddy-buddy with her. It's been a long time since I hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all my tokens. You want me to believe just that? So you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Disclosure. What? Unfortunately, I'm the Keymaster. Huh? What are you saying? The Keymaster's Kitaro, though. Looks like we got him good. Okay. Kitaro's the sage? I figured he couldn't have done the Keymaster sacrifice trade-off, but... So, what? Ridiculous, that's impossible! It's possible, alright. And as a sage, I'm making an announcement. Kaiju's without doubt the Keymaster. It can't be true, that's all. You're on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah I teamed up with, it was Kitaro. Let's tell the truth of the fourth trade, shall we? The trade between Mr. Policeman and Kitaro. You got the Keymaster roll card back? Whoa. First when Sao betrayed me with a sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage! When I heard what happened, I proposed that Kitaro and we team up. Music. And so in the fourth trade, you traded your cards? That fourth trade sure ended up putting the loner now, Meow. I need time to process this. Hold on, Kitaro, what, you passed out in the fourth trade? But didn't we, like, okay, passed out. Let's work our way down. Wait, sort out. He's a Keymaster, then somehow... Keymaster. Then I went to Kitaro. Into him and then... So where'd you get the sage from? Kitaro? When I learned about the sacrifice incident and proposed to Kitaro that we team up. That said, when I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was pissed. I ended up talking with Kitaro, and we thought things over. In the fourth trade, I traded my card with Kitaro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did this trade myself while Kitaro was passed out. Since Kitaro figured out during the main game, I was able to put the story together. It's all to the power of that card. You might have noticed Kitaro's Keymaster. Power of that card. Power? First, when Sao betrayed me with a sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. So you acting funny, Sarah? I was convinced that sacrifice had moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided to knock him down and take my tokens back. Kaiji noticed me then and came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up. Didn't know what Sao was thinking after all. And so I trusted Kaiji and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens. All of them? What happened? Who traded what? So, first trade, Kaiji traded his Keymaster role to us. Then we had, for like, the next trade that... So who traded the sacrifice? Who had the sacrifice role the first time? For the Kitaro. Then, Sao traded Kitaro's sacrifice card to us. So then they had Kitaro the Keymaster role. Then Next trade. Wait. Keymaster. They swapped. Kaiji, the Sage card? But when? Wait. You trade the Keymaster to us. Then... the second trade, we have no idea what happened. No, actually this is the first trade, isn't it? First trade before my Kaiji. Okay, yeah. This is the roll cards we had up laid up. We traded this to us. Second card. No, someone traded the Kyutaro, what rolled it? How'd you do the Sage card already? Power that card. You might notice Nikito's power. You had the Sage this whole time? Sage knows that the Keymaster is via divination, but cannot use a line by the results of divination. But can you only do that in the main game, though? Oh, hold on, Kyutaro. Weren't you passed out during the fourth trade? I mean, Kaiji could do that trade himself, but... Is he panicking? He hasn't worked on his logic. That fourth trade sure ended up punishing the loner now, meow. I'm sure Mr. Policeman is burning with desire to see justice carried out, meow. Yeah. He used a whole 50 tokens to trade cards with Muscle Gorilla just to defeat the loner, Woof. Huh? Before Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any tokens of the fourth trade, meow. Then he couldn't trade, Woof. So in the fourth trade, Kaiji, Sonoji, and Kyutaro Hamburger trade their cards? Can't you make a proper trade to Kaiji Shinoji? What do we go about? How about we in the Saffron's doll room looking for Ranger's chip? Did Kaiji and became accomplices to make this trade? For now I want to piece this together. I need to check info from them on the fourth trade. Well, when did he get the Sage card? Strange. We had to use it somewhere then, right? Mr. Policeman didn't have any tokens, what? Wouldn't lie about this. I had to Kaiji all my tokens. Didn't have tokens, woof. Oh, we had conflict with that? Did we conflict that to this? You gave him all your tokens, meow? Sure did. It seems like that landed way outside Sal's ballpark. Biggest ball jokes. Shut up! Running out of leeway, are we? I still got my doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, Kaiji, why were you able to know about Kyutaro and the Keymaster? The only way to do that isn't the only way to do that during the main game with Sage's powered clairvoyance? Huh, so you still don't know. Okie dokie, let's resume the discussion. Actually, let the new Steam comes out. So how does it power that card, even by noticing the Kyutaro's Keymaster? See who the Keymaster isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's powered clairvoyance? You could do it even now? Wow. The power of that card, you don't mean... yeah, like the Sage's clairvoyance, of course. The Sage could use clairvoyance even outside the main game? That's what the tablets are for. You intentionally didn't mention it! Unravel all the mysteries now? It should prove it. Mr. Policeman used clairvoyance to see Kyutaro's Keymaster. Then I made the fourth trade to swap Kyutaro's Keymaster and my Sage. And now there isn't even a need to discuss the fifth trade anymore. Convinced of your victory earlier, you confessed. I'm a commoner. Any other questions? Nothing odd about Kaiji's story. Become clear if I look back at the trade so far. The card I had at first was commoner. Kaiji's was the Keymaster. When did he get the Sage card? So in the first trade, the Keymaster was sent to me and my commoner to Kaiji. Next, the second trade. The sacrifice went to Kyutaro and his commoner went to someone else. Next, the third trade. Sao initiated a trade that made the sacrificing Kitaro the Keymaster. The fourth trade. The Keymaster went to Kaiji and Sage to Kitaro. It's the Sage card, literally. The Sage is out of place. Kaiji should have been commoner the whole time. So why did Kaiji the Sage at the time of the fourth trade? That must mean... Kaiji's first card wasn't Keymaster. Why not Sage now? Why not Sage? Keymaster. He's lying about having Sage now? The power of that card. You can trade with another. You can trade with someone besides yourself. Holy fuck! Wow, you really did that to for us. Wow. Kaiji's first card being the Keymaster. That was a lie. So he saw who had the Keymaster card and gave it to us. And then, wow. Well then, then Kitaro had the Keymaster role, and then Sage. And so his Clairvoyance let him see who had the Keymaster from the very beginning too. Which is why in the first trade he can make me the person the Keymaster trade. But if he did that, hasn't he been lying to me this whole time? Are you really gonna vote for Sao? Well, at this point, like... Neo? Since that's not right, we should discuss this a little more. Stop, aren't you a candidate? You won't have to get picked. I'm afraid too, but I just get a weird feeling. Are we really sure Sao was really a commoner that Kaiji's the Keymaster? Well, the Keymaster part makes sense with the Sage trades, right? We don't really know if Sao really has a commoner just based on his own word. I need to look at the sort out thing again. Well, I don't know if it's odd or not, but let's see if we can figure it out then. There are still mysteries remaining. In the fifth trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? And the other party was a commoner. This isn't a problem we can ignore. Yeah, Meow, this fifth trade, we should talk about it some... What? If by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know? We gotta be completely sure the sacrifice is. And then we have to pick someone who doesn't, out of the four of us. And if Kaiji's being truthful about having the Keymaster right now, we can't choose him. So, Neo, Kane, or Sao. We don't know if the sacrifice is in the candidates or not. So we have to absolutely be sure. I need to look out for the sort outs again. We shouldn't need any more discussion. Kaiji? Digging at both conclusions is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, Sao. That's how I'll end. What the fuck? No. We can't do that, Kaiji. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth. Alright. Wow. Let's do it. We'll discuss the roles of the four who are in the final vote. We don't know who the fifth who voted in the last one. Jesus Christ. There's someone who moves Sarah's sacrifice via the fifth trade. If Kaiji Shinoji's the Keymaster, the sacrifice should be Sao, Kane, or Neo, yes? Is the runner really a commoner, Meow? Should we believe that, Wolf? It's alright, Sao was convinced the whole time that Sarah turned away the sacrifice. In other words, Kane or Neo, which of them would have had the sacrifice? I can't believe it. Kaiji and Kitaro are lying. Sacrifice. If we're believing the people who are left out of the debate right now, commoner. We can't tell if, like, these four... I don't think we have to worry about Jin. He was with us in the second, like, when that happened, but... like, someone could also make a trade to, like, give to someone else, but... If you figured out that you have a sacrifice card, you'll be dead no matter what, so... You want to put yourself in the vote, so... But I chose for Q-taro, and everyone got 2 votes, right? How do we figure that out? And the whole... The top of my head... Kaiji's trade-off being the Keymaster makes sense. So, we only have 3 people to worry about then. Makes sense, okay. Sage, Kaiji trade his Keymaster card from someone else to us. He stayed the whole time. And we lost our Keymaster role because of Sao. Then in the trade-off on me, we're with Jin and Neo. Q-taro and Kaiji to trade off, or Kaiji trade off to get the Keymaster role. And the 5th trade... Who? Someone here picked... Someone figure out we have the sacrifice card and decide to pick it up for themselves? But... Why? 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 Kena or Neo, which of them would have the sacrifice? It's just painful to think about it over anymore. 1%, let's end to Sarah. No, we can't, we're not completely sure though. So I was convinced the whole time that Sarah tried with the sacrifice. I don't want to believe that, you know, Sao would, like, want to trade again to be sacrificed right now. In the 5th trade. Even though Ring of Box is right there. Didn't it say he would, like, hack the card rolls? But... I do want to trust him right now. I do! He's done so much already so far. He did with Neo, just... We got close to figuring out, like, we get to, like, the rubble. How did it go back on that immediately afterwards? With so little time to spare. Why? Sao was convinced the whole time the Sarah tried the sacrifice. I have to say, Sao fell for Kaiji's trick. The location of the sacrifice or any other card, he didn't know one lick about the truth. If he had stolen my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe he could have learned my card. But I kept it on me at all times to avoid just that. Kept it tucked beneath my clothes. So I didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. He's a commoner. This tablet, huh? Tablet. A tablet can use to check your roll card. Found next to Feina Q-taro in the river room. It was on the floor! I kept my tablet on me at all times, so I didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. That's wrong. Q-taro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes? Yep, take a look, it's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table? I call that being off you, Mao! As I thought, that tablet Q-taro is now a spare. We have it on hand, but we didn't check the roll. So... I need to sort my thoughts out. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you were passed out. What'd you say? I was assuming this is Q-taro's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? Sao took it, Q-taro simply discarded it. Well, you got tased... You got tased by Sao. It's because Sao took the tablet from Q-taro. What? But they're locked by fingerprints, Wolf. Sure, but while near him, he can bypass that by simply pressing the Feina Q-taro's finger to it. And so we arrive at our outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when Sao looks at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy. What? The worst time for what we did after the 4th trade. That's when Q-taro had the Sage and I had the Keymaster. Were you together, Kaiji and Q-taro, when you did the trade-off? I mean, if Kaiji did the trade, Q-taro was knocked out. But when was he knocked out? That's when Q-taro had the Sage and I had the Keymaster. We saw the tablet then. We can use Q-taro's Sage power to also know I was the Keymaster. Oh god. So, has Sao just been acting fooled? Shoot, you got me. Or not. Wonder if I'm acting right now. Maybe I'm telling the truth. Oh gosh. Well, either way, even if you like say like the truth right now, I doubt anyone will try to believe you. Sao? Not good. Now there's the possibility that Sao's a sacrifice. It's no good. We shouldn't vote for Sao Hiyori. Guess not. You can vote for Kane or Miss Nao, whichever you like. Why you? Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who's safe to vote for. Who's safe of these two? We gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. Sao Hiyori must be voted at all costs. We don't know what he's thinking. Between Bucket Girl and Big Sis Nao, is there any real difference, Wolf? You need a certain amount of tokens to make the sacrifice from starting the 5th trade. Nao couldn't do that. Like, she could have stole our wallet, but what would that be? The whole time with who would have stole our wallet? Who could have stolen our wallet? We had 90 tokens, so someone could obviously take the wallet and make a trade with that. 50 tokens. 50 tokens. You need a certain amount of tokens to make a sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. That's all we have to work with? Sacrifice. We have no idea who had the sacrifice the first time. Then we have no idea who had the sacrifice. We don't know. Kaiji the first trade-off. Okay, this first trade performed by Kaiji. Keymaster to Sarah the Commoner. Well, if he was the Commoner... Wait, if we trade it off, if someone else among these question marks is a Keymaster, then... Wait... Kaiji trades someone's Keymaster with my Commoner. I think the power stage will let you know the Keymaster even before the main game. Did Kaiji do this just to earn my trust? That's not the problem at hand. I trust him right now. Trust him from the very beginning. So let's put the trust even more in. So some of these people with the question marks that Keymaster from the very beginning, then he traded it over to us. Wait. Sacrifice? The comment that Q-Tar started with apparently got changed to sacrifice. Time was the Kaiji in the first port kitchen. Listen to Miley and someone else talk. Sacrifice. Someone moved took off their own sacrifice to give to Kitaro? How? Cool. Let's go. You need a certain amount of tokens to make the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. You see the token counts, you'll get your answer. How? I don't know how many tokens everyone had, but Enrico used the baller tokens. There was no tokens on her. So someone had to steal my wallet. Someone had to steal her wallet, but I can't imagine a time when it was possible to take her wallet. Well, I mean, we don't even know if he left behind or was on our personage the whole entire time. How would that work? How'd that work? We gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. Well, I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What possibilities are there? But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis Nao, is there any real difference, Woof? All I can think of is tokens, meow. Bucket Girl had a lot, and Big Sis Nao only had a little, Woof. Oh, we can figure it out based on how many, like the places we had in the first, in that target with Jin and Kitaro. So how they placed it, Kitaro the most, Jin didn't get any tokens. And on our side, Reiko and Nao barely had, along with us, had little. And everyone else had a high amount of tokens. How'd that work? How'd that work? I mean, we didn't make a trade with Reiko, remember that, so... That puts that... But did she have tokens before? Or did she, like, trade it all in? Makes us only had a little, Woof. What do we do now, meow? Tokens. So Hiyori must be avoided at all costs, for no, we don't know what he's thinking. We just have to choose now. Between Nao and Kana. But how? An certain amount of tokens to make the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. Me and Jin were together, and Jin had no tokens, so he's safe there. But we don't. Where are those tokens? We gotta find the one with the least chance of having sacrifice. Look at all the lot of tokens, and Big Sis only AO and only little Woof. So Hiyori must be at all costs. We don't know what he's thinking. Need a certain amount of tokens for the ticket to trade. We can't figure out who to sacrifice just from this alone. 4 papers. We haven't used that yet. All these we used before. We all used them except the 4 papers. I don't think that's gonna be important. With a verse or something? You need a certain amount of tokens to make the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. Huh. You need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. If they don't sell their wallet and made the trade. How'd that work? Maybe with a versus Jin statement with his? Let's see if that works. Like Jin says, Nao hardly any tokens. Surely she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah. No, even that's in doubt too. Oh god. We don't even know if Sao has a sacrifice or not either. Oh fuck. Then is Nao the one with the least likelihood? Wait, please. This isn't right. Big Sis Nao? Least likelihood? Are you gonna kill me with such vague reasoning? Oh fuck. Please have another discussion. You're right, we can in this discussion. What are you saying? I just remembered something. There was a way anyone could get tokens. Mister, you know too, don't you? Our fucking wallet. From a stolen wallet, right? Well, there's a possibility there that you just misplaced like a klutz, Miss Sarah. What? I'm absolutely not that clumsy. Someone must have stolen it, right? You could have taken tokens from Miss Reiko's body, seeing the room of lies. But she had no tokens, though. I mean, Saflin verified that. Big Sis Nao wouldn't do such a thing, meow. That's true, when I took the body, the tokens were already gone. And Nao was closely inspecting the room of lies. Wait, are they saying that Reiko did have tokens on her? And Nao just took them on, and that's why there's... Oh. Now, it ain't just Nao who could have done it. Couldn't any of us gotten those tokens? In other words, everyone has potential to persist the sacrifice. It all ends with a game of trust. And the last action's gonna be key. Well, we had 3 people with a 33% chance just to choose someone. If we don't get, like, we have a 33% chance of, like, voting for the sacrifice right now. and 66% chance of actually voting for someone and just killing them off immediately. Fuck. So that last action is going to be the key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade? Well, I remember this. Kaiji and Alice are together. Alibi pulling the rocks. Kitara was there too. Well, knocked out, but yeah. And me and Jin were together for alibis. So, literally the 3 suspects are the people who could have traded off immediately. From what I remember, we saw Neo on the stairs, but she vanished. Kana went up somewhere. So was on the laptop, like, hacking rolls he said he was gonna do. And the ring of box is right there. Fuck. As in, that's where the main game started. What? You can find the sacrifice. We can't even rely on these 3 people's words, so even if they do tell the truth, we can't rely on them. With a Charmin based on Sao, Kana, and Neo's actions at the time of the 5th trade. They don't have alibis! How do we determine from that? We're just stuck to just a guess? My fucking god, that's horrifying. I was sitting on the stairs thinking back on everything that happened. We saw you a bit, but then you vanished. I was on the laptop the whole time in the winner's room. The whole time. We believe that. We saw you then, but we don't know what happened after that. Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly. Did anyone see what the 3 were doing? I was looking for both Kaiji and Shinoji. Didn't see what those 3 were up to. I was searching out by myself to see if there were any other exits, meow. And we were together with you. How do you go from here? Okay, let's just go from the top and see if we can get, like, a lead. With that Charmin based on Sao, Kana, and Neo's actions at the time of the 5th trade. Your friendly policeman was shoving aside rubble, the donut thing. I can believe you're wearing that along with Alice. Guitar was knocked out with you, so we can buy that, and me and Jim were together, so no one saw anyone besides them. God damn it. I don't know a thing. Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly. Kana, why aren't you speaking? Are you hiding something, Kana? Huh? Think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see around then. No, but... Really, where were you? I mean... I was looking for something I dropped. Something she dropped. Didn't Jin say he found something? What was it? What was the top of my head? What was it he dropped? No, she dropped. What did Jin find? Jin? I was searching out by myself to see if there were any other exits, meow. I didn't see those 3, meow. Sorry, Woof. Didn't you tell me you found something while I was searching? Yes. Meow? Yeah. That was a smartphone. Sao gave the smartphone to Kana. But I wouldn't even make calls. I would use this for escape, meow. There was a smartphone on the stairs, Woof. I was looking for something she dropped. That has to be it. That has to be it. Kana, was this a smartphone you lost? How did you know? Sure enough. I bet it's the same smartphone I found in Kana's first straw room. Jin, tell me, where did you pick that up? It was a waste on the stairs, meow. She must have just dropped it while we were climbing the stairs, surely. No, she was with you and leading the way. I remember that. I made a fucking joke about that. That's why you're being so weird. Me? Stick up for Kana. Think back for me. When we were climbing the stairs, Sao and Kane were walking in front. If she dropped the phone then, everyone should have noticed. So, Kina has to sacrifice. She traded it from us. But why would you trade your commoner to us for no reason? Did you just want to try to get a better card to be helpful? Like you want to be a sage or the keymaster? Be helpful, but... Oh god. You sure this is only dropped after we all climbed up the exit? Kina dropped it while we were descending the stairs. What did she descend for? Why did you try to hide this, Kina? Because... Big Sis Sarah, there's a message in this phone, meow. That's what's Kina's sister. Thank you. I love you, sister. Now it's Kina's turn to protect her big sister. Because that's how Kina can atone. It's a different message. Thank you, I love you, sister. Now it's Kina's turn to protect big sister. Because that's how Kina can atone. Please get that back. Hold on, did you write this, Kina? But Kina's big sister is already dead. Oh, she thinks we're her big sister. Her minds are... Oh my god. Could it be the sister's messages? No way. Surely not. Is that right, Kina? Your sister here is me? Yes. I know it's strange, but Kina, to Kina you're... And so you want to save Sarah that much? Yes. I hope you live... I want you to live the most. That's what she said. Hey, Kina? Was it you who traded away Sarah's sacrifice? To avoid using the ring-up box in Winter's room, you returned to the third floor to trade. Hey now, you're talking like Kina's... Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect to Sarah? That's so... It's inconceivable. I don't want to conceive of it. Tonight, Kina. What worthless reasoning. What do you have to say for this? That's a load of... No, it's all correct. You idiot, don't say anything! Kina did the 5th trade. She won't hide the truth anymore. Kina! You were protecting her this entire time. But... Kina did it. She really did it to protect me. She just a sacrifice for herself. This is just the worst outcome! Okay, that's a sacrifice. Let me the choose between Neo and Sao. But, oh... Such foolishness. Sao, you caught on at some point, didn't you? That's why you're trying to move the votes towards Kina. Shut up. This is another way for Kina to survive. Ugh, you really did trust her this whole time. Please wait! Will you listen carefully to what Kina has to say? If Kina does as a sacrifice, then you have to choose between Sao, who did so much, like to... who teamed up with Neo to go along with this hacking, and Neo... Oh god. With the 5th trade, Kana switched her card and Sarah's card. That's it. With the 5th trade, Kana switched her card and Sarah's card. Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart. And she kind of despised herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana just kept betraying. Her sister, the others, Sarah. She just had the feeling that Sao had set the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana doesn't get the complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Even so, she's certain of just one thing. Because Sarah is so kind, she couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone. Kana, she didn't want to let Sarah die. And also, she didn't want to make Sao a murderer. It seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sarah's sacrifice. But the card she received was a commoner. What the fuck is going on? What? Wait. You traded with your own for our sacrifice, but you got a commerce that... Are you... What? Please don't tell me you're fucking lying. You guys are all fucking this. What? What's going on here, Kana? Kana doesn't understand either. She's sure she traded cards with Sarah, but it wasn't the sacrifice. Think about what is Kana saying? It's all true. Please believe me. Hey, we just have to talk about Kana's statement. How did that work? I can't believe Bucket Girl Wolf. She's lying to try and confuse us, Meow. How'd that work? After the whole speech and the phone is evidence enough that she was resolved to trade the sacrifice. So I don't think she would lie about the trade, but would she lie about the comment? Let's see. If she did trade and got the counter instead, did someone... Is it possible to trade at the same time? Is that what this is? I can't believe Bucket Girl was. She's trying to confuse us, Meow. Maybe Kana just messed up who she was trading with or something? Maybe? Some unique situation caused the roll to disappear? Is that possible, I wonder? It was machine error, made the talent broken, the trade went wrong. Don't tell me if... I wonder if Sao hacked the roll cards himself. Oh my god, you really did all this for Kana's sake, didn't you? Sao. I can't see through those truth in their hearts right now. So we just have to find the objective truth. Objective truth? We presented everything by this point. How would we find objective truth? Except papers, but how'd that work here? It doesn't work at all with anything happening so far. The hack rules? Don't tell me, I wonder if Sao hacked the roll cards themselves. This might be an absurd opinion, but... Sao was spending his remaining time messing with the laptop in the winner's room, right? I wonder, did he hack the card data then? Impossible. He did hack his way up into the rubble room, so yeah? Because, I mean, there isn't anyone but Sao who could cause an irregularity, is there? Someone could cause an irregularity. Sao's hardly saying anything. I can't read his thoughts. Ugh. I can't believe Bucket Girl Woof. She's lying to try and confuse us, Meow. She's been betraying us over and over, Meow. She's been less trustworthy than a loner, Woof. Don't trust Bucket Girl, Big Sis Sarah. But everyone's been trustworthy at this point. Even Q-Taro! Even the most suspicious action at the very start of this. He explained it away with the props. The props of the first trial. We don't know anyone's first trial. It was machine error. Made the tablet broke and the trade went wrong? The truth. The truth, it can be very simple. Like Occam's razor or something like that? But I don't think that's right. That's not this. It's a unique situation that caused the roll to disappear. Is that possible, I wonder? Maybe the influence of Sao's hacking extended the roll data or something. Some nice evidence would make that a whole lot more convincing. Too bad. Is it possible, I wonder? Maybe the verse is that? Wait. No, that has to be it. The hacking rolls. Machine error. Oh, irregularity? Maybe that. That has to be it. What? Well, what is it then? There isn't anyone but Sao who could cause irregularity, is there? Machine error. Made the tablet broke and the tree went wrong. Does it read through everyone else again? It's a unique situation that caused the roll to disappear. Is that possible, I wonder? Maybe the influence of Sao's hacking extended the roll data or something. Some evidence would make that a lot more convincing. Too bad. There isn't anyone but Sao who could cause irregularity, is there? Sao is the only one of us who can practically use a computer. Sure enough, maybe Sao hacked it. Maybe Kina just messed up who she was trading with or something? I don't know how the ring-up boxes work, but you're just saying names of the receiver. There could be mistakes. And yet my sacrifice definitely moved. If it ain't Kina's mistake, then maybe the floor master purposely changed the destination, something like that. But why would they do that? They want to see us like fucking die. Sure, some of them want to be helpful, but why are they like, they're completely strict with their rules. And we learned that, like, we saw the rules for thing, Floor Masters. Like, they have a strict code. Can't remember off the top of my head what it was again. What was it? Gasu started changing the trade? I'm trying to think. Wasn't Miley talking about some transgression of Gasu just before the main game? Transgression. Nothing. Wasn't Miley talking about some transgression of Gasu just before the main game? Cause of regularity. Is that it? I think we have to look at the trade order again anymore. Is it this? It is. There was a possibility. Something separate from Sao's hacking. An irregularity that definitely occurred. Then transgression by Floor Master Gasu. Huh? Excuse me? Remember what Miley said before the main game happened. Gasu, are you listening? You really gotta muck things up. You made a flagrant transgression, one that shakes the very core of the main game. Despite being such a huge transgression, it hasn't shown itself at all thus far. And now, this illogical movement of the cards that's tormenting us. Could this very issue be Gasu's transgression? Maybe. If this is like the transgression, like didn't the rules in that thing say? I can't remember at all. 24-hour extension. I don't remember when that was, but like, can we extend that like for another day? We don't have anyone else to die, or does a sacrifice only have to die, or what was it again? Because the very issue be Gasu's transgression. Maybe we'll, like, read us the rules again, if, like, the game again, if, like, they have to, like, if it's important later on. If you believe Kana, that's the only explanation! So Uncle Crabstash manipulated the movement of the cards, meow? But for the Floor Master, what would be merit of doing that? Well... I don't know, there's merit, there's some merit. He wanted to break the game. The conversation we had with a stranger person and Miley, Gasu wanted to get rid of the games. And humanity, that was it. There was some sort of merit. That's why Gasu pushed us through the argument. Let's see, if his goal could be made clear, maybe we'd know who he moved the sacrifice to, that is. Quite the off-market inference. Is that alright for you to be using your time on this? Gasu? If you engage in any misconduct, then promise us. I know the Floor Master's code. Oh, what was the code again then? If we can expose your transgression, this main game won't count. We demand a second attempt 24 hours later. We have a chance. You just know everything, don't you? It has to be accepted from Miss Sarah Chadoan. We're the centerpiece of this whole thing. So, they'll make an exception? Right? Promise or no promise, I will simply carry out my duty as per the code. What? You for real? He said it! Within 24 hours, we can even reach our escape! But are you certain? If you cannot prove it, you will only be losing time to spend on other reasoning. If there's a chance... It's okay. This new possibility we spun, this theory wasn't being directed at Gasu. Sao, please tell us the truth. For what? The other possibility is that you did some sort of hacking to the roll cards. If we know whether that claim is true or not, we can fight. Let's all combine forces to win an extension. Come on. Kana? Yes? You really don't have the sacrifice? It's okay. Kana really doesn't have the sacrifice. I see. I didn't access the roll cards. Really? I didn't do any hacking to them. Sao? That's the truth, Miss Sarah. No lies, no tricks. Alright, let's quit deceiving each other. Let's work to expose Gasu's transgression. That's just what I wanted to hear. We have something to look forward to. This is a turning point in our destiny. A path we could never have reached if we were trapped by endless suspicion. The path of us all trusting each other and battling the kidnappers head on. Together, we'll expose Gasu's misdeed.